Hey, good morning, Pete, North Las Vegas. I did a video on this rifle yesterday. This is an old 1990's Colt that had the oversized large pin for the trigger group and also had a Sear block installed. And in yesterday's video, I talked about removing the Sear block. The Sear block had these press fit pins that went through the receiver into the block, and that's what held the block in. So when I removed that from the rifle, I had two big holes right here. And so this is how I ended up plugging the holes. This side here didn't quite go flush. You can see the flat cap head sticking out just a little bit, but this side over here did go flush next to the selector. So the selector side turned out pretty nice. So I ended up having to use 832s. Actually, a 1032 would fit through the hole on the receiver, but the diameter of the head was too big. It was never going to go flush. So I went down to the 832 3/8 length and the 832 1/2-inch length. And the reason for the differences in length is if you'll notice, this side of the receiver is thicker than this side. And also by using a 1/2-inch on the thicker side receiver, that allowed me to get thread engagement into the nylock, the locking nut. So in addition to some Loctite, a locking nut, this side is definitely never coming undone. On the 3/8 side, I had to use just a standard nut, and I ended up putting a washer behind it just so I didn't gouge up the receiver. But anyway, I used Loctite on both of those, and the way these are in there is these flatheads right here would literally have to come about at least halfway out, probably more, before those nuts would fall off if the Loctite should fail, and on the right side, the nylock, the locking nut, should fail. So I think by the time all that would happen, you would surely notice that those were walking out and coming loose. So I have no concerns about the way I did this and parts falling off inside the rifle. I'm not an operator anyway, so plenty of clearance. If you'll notice, the bolt rides up quite a bit higher than the top of the receiver, so there's going to be no issues with the bolt. And there's no issues with the hammer. Plenty of clearance the way I did this. And like I said, I wish this side here would have went a little bit flusher, but I mean, from the side, I don't think it looks too bad. And then this side here, pretty much completely flush. So anyway, that's how we plug the holes on this rifle. Pete, North Las Vegas, over and out.